Hi, I'm Dr. Randy Kamen. Welcome to Strategies to Spark Your Week. People often see me because of their struggles with stress that could show itself as anxiety, depression, irritability, anger, or guilt. Recently, a woman named Rebecca came in to see me because she found herself not spending enough time with her children because of the constant demands of work, carpools, taking care of the house, and finding at least some time to eke out for working out. She said, I feel like I'm failing as a mother and I can't bear the guilt that I experience so often. This is a really important issue for many of us. Juggling the competing demands of work, family, and self-care often feels daunting. The guilt that comes from managing all of these expectations sends an important message. So here's a little bit about guilt. Guilt is a complicated emotion that gives us vital information about a behavior or a decision that we've made. Its purpose is to alert us to the fact or the perception that we did something wrong, and to help us develop a better sense of our behavior. There is healthy and unhealthy guilt. Healthy guilt is our moral compass as it gets us to examine our behavior, to learn from it, and to take appropriate measures to change our actions going forward. Healthy guilt helps us to protect our relationship because it signals to us that we have hurt or let down our children, a friend, a colleague, a loved one. We then need to pay closer attention to our behaviors so that we can safeguard these important relationships. We are all fallible, but once we have addressed the behavior that led to the guilty feeling, we are poised to let go of this painful feeling. The same is true of meeting our responsibilities. We feel guilty when we shirk them, and this leads us to take the actions necessary to fulfill our obligations. Unhealthy guilt, on the other hand, is a nagging, persistent feeling that contributes to low self-esteem and depression. We feel bad about our behaviors and decisions without understanding why. Unhealthy guilt usually stems from some early unresolved conflict. It serves no real purpose and cannot easily be resolved because in reality there's no particular behavior to understand or to change. We beat ourselves up mercilessly for perceived failings and then find it impossible to let go of these awful emotions so that we cannot move on. Professional help is advisable when this feeling persists. For the purposes of this talk, I'm going to focus on healthy guilt. Rebecca's guilt was the healthy sort, as it warned her to pay close attention to her children. For now, she needed to make being with her children more of a priority. I explained to her that she experienced guilt when she made choices that were out of sync with her core values. The purpose of the guilt was to let her know when a decision she made felt wrong. It was a signal to examine choices head-on so that she could adjust accordingly. Making time more now for her children will undoubtedly quiet the guilt. Once things feel more on course with them, she will be able to be freed up to focus on other demands. The truth is that although most of us think we can multitask well, the research shows that it weakens our effectiveness and slows us down. We can really only do one thing well at a time. So what are some strategies for managing guilt? First, identify the nature of the guilt. What is the message to glean from the guilt? Or is it an irrational response? Does it make sense? And what do you feel guilty about? Do you need to pay more attention to your children, to your work, your relationship, your personal care? Do you need to stop getting angry at your elderly mother for repeating herself? Make the necessary behavioral change as soon as you realize what you need to do, and this will alleviate the guilt and repair the situation. As soon as you make these changes, the guilt quiets down and self-esteem improves. Accept that you made a mistake, forgive yourself, and move on. Learn from your past. Let it inform the future. Guilt motivates us to become better people. We become more aware, more present, and compassionate. Rebecca ended up making some scheduling changes and reprioritized her time. She started spending more time with her children and began doing some of her workouts, watching videos on YouTube at home. Occasionally, her kids even joined her. She realized that she did not need more resources or time, but that rather she needed to become more resourceful with her time and circumstances. Most importantly, the guilt quieted down, and she began savoring her time with her kids rather than just fitting them into her schedule. Over time, her self-esteem blossomed. I hope this talk sparks you into a place of emotional freedom. Please let me know if you have any comments, concerns, or questions. I can be reached at my website, drrandykamen.com. I look forward to seeing you next week for another episode of Strategies to Spark Your Week.